So I'm back, and today we are doing the letter C, which does not stand for cookie today, although cookie would be good enough for me. Letter C is in VACTERL Association, is absent from VATER Association, because if you can leave out some of the extra letters, you can cut it down a bit. Not capitalized, not one of my issues. Cardiac anomalies. And these are fairly dangerous to live with, or to be born with. Sometimes. The most common one is ventricle septal defects. And just to get into this, and you're going to maybe want to take notes, I don't know. Google foo, guys. Google it and talk to doctors. The normal heart has 4 chambers. The 2 at the top are atrials, and the 2 at the bottom are ventricles. In between the atrials and in between the ventricles, you have a septum, which is a wall. Just like the wall between your nostrils is a septum of your nose. So, think like that. Okay, open spaces with a wall. Now, a ventricle septal defect would be in between the 2 lower chambers of your heart, in that wall. If it's a small defect, or little tiny swishy hole, might not be a big deal. They can repair themselves over time, depending on the size of the defect. If it's a very large defect, if it's a big issue, it could be life-threatening. Also involved in VACTERL Association, I guess just VACTERL Association. There are atrial septal defects, which are in the upper 2 chambers wall instead of the lower wall. Another option, another thing that can go wrong would be hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which would be the left side of the heart, both possibly both ventricle and atrial chambers could be undersized, underdeveloped. That's what hypoplastic means. We will get into hypoplastic again later, so just remember it means underdeveloped or not developed at all. One interesting thing about hypoplastic left heart syndrome is that the passage between the blood vessel leading... I have notes taped up underneath my phone here. The passage between the blood vessel leading to your lungs and an aorta fails to close after birth. So anytime something fails to close that should, you're winding up with an atresia, which is, I think we got into this in the last video, failure to make a tube. Super important. Another issue that can be wrong is the aortic and pulmonary arteries can be switched. So, yikes. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe that means that you get the pulmonary artery and the aortic artery in the wrong places. Where, you gotta cut them and switch them back just to make the body work how it's supposed to. And then there's a super crazy named one, which I really don't know very much about, called tetralogy of Fallot. Tetralogy would be like, I guess, kind of similar to Tetris. Tetralogy of Fallot. That sounds like an epic adventure or something, but actually it's probably something horrifying and life-threatening, because we have everything else trying to paralyze us and kill us, so, why break with a theme? So I'm just gonna, Google lots of heart defects that could possibly happen, including, you could have a missized chamber, making one chamber smaller, heart murmurs, there's a lot of weird stuff that can go on with your heart. And like I said, it could be nothing. You could need surgery, or it could be life-threatening and need to be fixed immediately at birth. So, I have been spending time on forums for VACTERL Association folks, and I came across this T-shirt today, and I had ordered it a while back, but I decided to wear it today. Here's the cool thing about VACTERL forums and groups. There is so much support there, even for people who don't have the issues you have. So I could be talking with another person who's, let's say, totally hypothetical. Let's say they've got a 2-year-old boy with A, C, and R. All the issues I don't have. Which, by the way, I heard today that you may be considered VACTERL if you have 2 or more issues, which I thought it was 3 or more issues, but apparently it's 2. Who knew? You know, we're finding this stuff out all the time. Anyway, it's great to have this kind of support, and I just wanted to point that out. The best thing about these communities online, especially if you found this and you are not involved with any kind of community in this, you should know that the support is wonderful. And that's why I'm wearing my "You Are Not Alone" shirt, because we do the SPN thing around here. I completely forgot to put this up at the beginning of the video. You can hit me up on Twitter at Sarah Likes That. And if you have anything to contribute to one of these videos, or if you want to make a video response or comment, send me a message, say, hey, can you talk about something? You know, totally get after me about it, and get into it. So, there we are, cardiac anomalies. Next video, we're going to be getting into the T and E, which can be combined, don't have to be, depending on what's wrong with you. And mine are combined. And it'll be good to get back into a video where I'm talking about stuff I actually know about, instead of Googling, taking extensive notes with diagrams to remind myself what the heck I'm talking about. And I will see you in that one.